afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ronald Donaldson, and I'm going to show you how to cook boiled fish in a pressure cooker. We're first going to start by heating our pan. By heating our pan. And then once we heat our pan, we're going to put some butter in the pan. We're going to let the pot get hot. We're going to start by letting the pot get hot. Now, there's one thing that I want to explain to you about boiled fish. Boiled fish is something that when you cook it, what brings the flavor out in the fish is salt. If you don't like to use regular salt or sea salt, use a celery salt. But you have to use a right portion of it because the fish lives in salt water. And what will bring the flavor out in the fish is the salt. That will bring the flavor out in the fish is the salt. So I'm telling you, if you make boiled fish and you don't put enough salt in it, it will taste flat. Now, it really does not take long to cook this fish. It only takes 2 minutes to cook it. But the key is that you have to cut up your onions and bell peppers. But the cooking time, once the pot gets hot, is only 2 minutes. So we're going to take our time now and let the pot get hot. Once the pot gets hot, then we'll put our onions and our bell peppers in there and saute them just a little bit. Once we saute them, then we will put our fish in. We're also going to cook this with potatoes, so to make it real nice. Now, the fish that I'm using, I've already cleaned it, and the fish is right here in the sink. I've already put salt on it. I've cleaned it real good. And now I'm just waiting for the pot to get hot. If you have any questions on how to cook the fish, because you might not get it right the first time, I'm going to put my number here for you to call, which is 754-610-4676. The pot should be hot now. It is. It's going to make that noise because the pot is off. That is a safety mechanism. Now I'm going to put the onions in and start sauteing them. If you want to, you can saute it in another pan, but this is fine. Sorry for the noise, but this pot does make noise. And we're going to continue to saute the onions and bell peppers until we get a nice flavor. Then get them nice and soft to a certain degree. Please excuse the noise. Starting to saute now. I wish the camera has smell-o-vision, because if it had smell-o-vision, you would like the nice aroma that's coming from the sauteing of the onions with the butter in it, and sauteing the onions in with the butter. I'm going to stir it a little bit. Oh, it's looking so pretty. And you who love boiled fish, oh, you can get this done in no time. The biggest time is cutting and sauteing. And make sure that you clean your fish. When I mean clean it, that means put your, take all the blood out of it, take all the veins out of it, because the Bible says that we should not eat the blood. For any meat, we should not eat the blood. So as we continue to make this boiled fish, I hope that you all will follow the instructions. Let me go over it again. What you have to do is clean your fish, salt your fish. Once you salt your fish, start sauteing your onions and your bell peppers. Once you do that, then you want to, after you saute it, then if you're going to put potatoes in it, go ahead and put your potatoes in it. And once you put your potatoes in, then start laying, well, you can layer it. Put some potatoes, then fish, then potatoes, so when it pressure cooks, that it will cook the potatoes and the flavor will go through the potatoes as well as the fish. Now, another key ingredient of the fish is the lime. Sometimes I put lime in it before, and I put lime in it after, because I do that to pull out more of the flavor of the fish, because those are the two key ingredients, lime and salt. And the pot is really okay. Thank you. As we continue to film, my onions and bell peppers are now sauteed. Okay, I'm going to now start layering my fish. I'm going to start with my onions, but I'm going to say with my potatoes. Okay, I put one layer of potatoes. Now I'm finna start putting my fish, my pieces down to the bottom. Okay, now I got that in. Now I'm putting my potatoes in again. Another key ingredient of the fish is Scotch bonnet pepper. If you cannot stand the Scotch bonnet pepper, do not break them. Just sit them in, as I'm going to do now. Because there might be some people who are going to eat this who cannot do the Scotch bonnet pepper. I'm going to bag up some for later, for another time. Okay, I'm going to take now and put a half a cup of water, a half a cup. Once I put the half a cup of water, I stop the pot. Now I'm going to take the lid, put the lid on. Once I put the lid on, I'm going to put another stick of butter in. Now I'm going to put my butter, put that in. I put my top on, and I'm going to hit fish. No, I'm going to hit the rice, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, I'm going to hit the fish. The fish will take 2 minutes once it gets good and hot. When you see the lights go around like that, that means that the pot is getting ready to come up to pressure. While it's coming up to pressure, I'm going to cut my lines. Now, boiled fish does make its own juices. That's why I'm not putting a lot of water in, because you want the flavors to come out from the fish. Well, you sure need that thing. I got the fish cooking now. Back on tape. Just put it on.
How did you squeeze the line?
I did.
Huh?
I did. Oh, you got two of them.
Yeah, I had to get. I don't know why I put that thing on.
I got him doing now.
Hmm?
You can go. Y'all can go on YouTube and see it, cause I gotta go to church.
Okay.
Got him percolating.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't cook all the fish. Oh, that's some in the fish.
Okay.
That's what you had planned to do.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess it was too much. There was a lot of it. So now you put your lime in afterwards.
Either way, you could do it. Either way. You won't take away from it. Lime is lime. Leave them. I'm at to use them.
These are yours.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised they don't sell. No, leave them up there. They can use them.
Okay.
But these limes ain't got much juice on them.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have done squeezed them if I could get the juice out of them, but it ain't that much. They nice big limes, but where'd you find it?
At Walmart. I went to several other places they didn't have.
You gotta go to those Cuban places, like over there where what's the other place over there? Where the sub place used to be over by Miami Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Get one of them bowls and squeeze it.
Okay.
take the top off, and I'm gonna put some more, put lime in.
Okay.
Yeah. Put the lime in. Top back on. And hit fish again. That pot is already filled up full of juice. How about that? And you see how it's circling like that? It has a fish thing on there where you mash the fish thing. And once it pressures up, it'll come down to the 2%. It'll have 2-minute countdown. I love that pot. What kind of beans ever cooked in red beans?
Those red beans. You cooked great northern bean. Some what is it?
I guess she love you for that, huh?
Yes, she's been talking about it.
How's your girl doing, Miss Pierce?
She's doing okay. I see every now and then she'll do a little walking, you know. And it ain't good. She stay to herself. Yep, stay to herself. Yep, she don't.
Don't do too much of that.
No. Stay to herself. Everybody out there pretty much retired, so you know she ain't the only one.
For walking.
Yeah.
Get a yard hanging on in there, huh?
Yeah. Love it, call herself in the left her.
Oh no.
Yeah. And bust up with her. I went on and told him too.
You go in there.
She didn't want you, man.
What do you say?
Well, you know, I wouldn't say it that way. I said, well, what you call it then? I said, she didn't want you, man. She thought you had, you fooled her, you had more than what, you had less than what you fooled her you had.
Oh.
That's what that happened.
You think she found out what all he had?
Yeah, she,
Had researched it?
yeah. Yeah, love it, he had nothing.
No.
No. They sold that property, still trying to sell that building down there off of Relland Road. Still trying to sell it.
That thing's
Huh?
the camera. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know he was trying
He's
to
trying to sell that. Give me a mortgage. Right? Don't give me no mortgage. I don't know.
Yeah, can't. Nobody won't buy it. He asking too much for it.
Yeah.
It's coming up to pressure now. He don't want
He stole the property from Miss Epstone. Not Miss Epstone, but Miss Sarah.
it. That was Boyd's building.
Well,
That's cool right now.
that was that lady, Miss Epstone. She owned that property, yeah. He beat out of it.
Oh, Boy, and them had their hand tied up in it. Something.
Right, because he was getting the money, boy was putting the money up.
Oh, the bill.
Yeah. That's what it was.
I know they had something to do with it.
Yeah.
Now the pot has come up to pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Just let you know. Once it comes up to pressure, it's going to say 2 minutes. Yeah, that's it. How long did it take us to cook that fish the last time? In there.
Couple of minutes, it didn't take long.
Hope that pot ain't made too much juice and it's too high. If it does, then it'll still cook. Yeah, that's one of the main things you gotta be careful to make sure that water don't come too high.
Mm-hmm.
Because it won't let it pressurize. Let me see how much juice it is. So how's Jimmy doing?
He's doing pretty good. Just when his head is kind of hard.
Yeah, man.
Really trying to get his stuff together, you know what I mean? Say going back to school and everything else.
Go back at the road. Back at the road.
Going back to school, you know.
Down here.
Yeah. Work him up, I guess.
water content, not be too high. And all that fish in there helps to make a lot of food. How's your brother doing in his school?
He's doing better. He's saying, yeah, I think since he realized that he got to get up and do something, he's, up and moving around more. My brother son there living with him, but he realized that he got to get up.
Where is he at now?
Over at Barbara. He stays in Barbara. Barbara left him in her place because he wanted to keep it, I told her I wouldn't tell that out there. You don't know what's going to come back to. So keep that out. And he ain't got nowhere else to go, so.
You talked to any police since they shot Stacy? Did you talk to any?
No, I haven't seen Ruben, since they came in, went by there and shot twice.
Did they take it?
No, I think it was some Haitians. They know it was some Haitians. Yeah, they knew it was some Haitians.
I'm quite sure.
She was saying that's a better one than them old ones that they used to have, because them old ones, they
blew up on
blew up on, yeah.
They say it's about 4 different states. The one ain't unlocked until I guess you're going to. Look at it. Let me taste it. Looks good.
Looks good.
Hmm?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Not too salty.
No, that's good. That's good.
Okay, the fish is done. The potatoes are done. I'm going to show you all what it looks like once it's finished pressure cooking. So it takes about 2 minutes to cook the fish and the potatoes. And what I normally do is let it sit and just stay hot, and it brings out the rest of the flavor in the fish. So if you have any questions, thank you for watching me cook boiled fish. And have a nice evening.